Hey everybody, this is Worre and welcome to networkmarketingpro.com. Today I want to go through the 10 deadly sins in network marketing. Sin number 1, overinflating your product or service. So many times we are so excited and we really want that person to join our business, so we embellish, we exaggerate, we put claims out there that don't really need to be out there. And actually this hurts our credibility more than it helps it. If you tell someone it'll help certain symptoms, fantastic. Help certain situations, fantastic. But you don't need to go overboard. Don't go crazy, because you lose credibility, you don't gain it. Deadly sin number 2, lying about your income. I will tell you, as I'm going through all of these sins, I will tell you I've engaged in most of them, not all of them, but I've engaged in most of them over the course of 25 years. Anybody that's been involved for that long and says they haven't engaged in any of these deadly sins is not telling you the truth. But embellishing your income. Sometimes somebody will share with someone else, oh, you know, here's, let me introduce you to my friend, and they're making this amount of money. And you don't correct them. You don't stop them. That's the same as lying. Going up and doing a testimonial, maybe your income's dropped a little bit from your highest ever income, and you say it anyway, or you feel like you have to inflate it a little bit more or a little bit more. It hurts you on the inside and it crushes your credibility. So that's deadly sin number 2, lying about your income or misleading people about your levels of success. Deadly sin number 3, talking negatively about a distributor, about your company, about anything, frankly, in general. Nobody wants to follow a negative leader. And sometimes we get frustrated and we want to blame others, but just make sure that we are uniting inside of our community, and we can, you know, talk negatively about the matrix outside of network marketing, talk negatively about people who are stuck in meaningless jobs, but let's not talk negatively about another distributor. Even if they've done something bad. Let's not talk negatively about our company. And let's not talk negatively about anything in general. You know, the old axiom, positive down, negative only goes up. I would even tell you, from a person that's been in the up level, nobody wants to hear that either. You know, I understand sometimes you feel the need to vent, but it's better that you get better than feeling the need to dump your problem on somebody else. So talking negatively in general, deadly sin number 3. Number 4, this is a big one that I've struggled with my entire career: inconsistency. You get excited, you're fired up, it's the beginning of the year, you're going to charge out there, you're going to change the world. And January 15th, where'd you go? You disappeared for a week or 2. Then you come back and you're charged up and you listen to a call or you attended an event and you told the team, okay, we're going to do this, and then you disappear 3 weeks later. See, people will follow somebody who's consistent 52 weeks of the year. They're not going to follow somebody who's hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. And I've been guilty of that my entire career. Inconsistency will crush momentum. And it's deadly sin number 4. Number 5, big one, especially in network marketing: spending more than you make. Spending more than you make puts you in a situation where you run out of choices. You run out of options. Where you feel the need that you've got to go out there and get that car, because the car is going to do the recruiting for you. You got to get that house because the house is going to do the recruiting for you. You have to get that crazy watch, or that, you know, you have to have $5,000 suits because the suit's going to do it for you. It's not going to do it for you. And if you find yourself in a hole, rule number 1 is stop digging. Stop going farther down in the hole. Get your financial footprint small and have choices, have options. Have freedom to be able to invest in your business without feeling like you have to feed the monster all the time, the monster that you created. So, spending more than you make, deadly sin number 5. Number 6, stealing somebody else's distributor. A prospect comes to your meeting, they were sent by somebody else, and you go, well, you know, you could work with me if you wanted to, and you kind of slyly end up with that distributor in your organization. Or you take somebody who's happy where they are somewhere else in the organization. You say, well, why don't you sign up your wife or your brother, your child or whatever, and just come build with me. Stealing somebody else's person, it's something that will absolutely crush your credibility. It's hurt me. I've fallen susceptible to it a few times in my career, and I wish I hadn't done it every single time. Everybody loses every single time, and you can rationalize anything. Somebody comes to the meeting and that person, they hate that person that sent them to the meeting. Well, you know, you feel like you're in a tough spot, but really, that's not your prospect. So don't do it. It's not worth it. Next is deadly sin number 7. This one's a big one. Sleeping around in your company. Whether you're single, whether you're married, going and finding some attractive person at the convention, finding some person in your organization and deciding that, you know, hey, that'd be fun. That'd be interesting. It will crush an organization. It will crush an organization, whether you're single or you're married. If you sleep around inside of the organization, it's an absolute deadly sin. That's number 7. Number 8, the public drunk or the addict. The person who is engaging in inappropriate behavior publicly. What you do privately, that's up to you. It's still going to be an issue, of course. But if you get drunk at the company convention, if you are an addict at the company convention, if you are engaging in inappropriate behavior in front of the organization, I promise you, it's going to be an organization killer. No one's going to follow you if you engage in that behavior. Number 8. Number 9, hogging the stage. Saying, well, you know what, I'm so good at this that I need to be the one that's doing all the presentations. It's a deadly sin because our goal is to learn it, number 1, teach it, number 2, teach people to teach it, number 3. If you're on the stage all the time, that means you're not developing leaders. If you don't develop leaders, that means you don't have duplication, you don't really have residual income, you just have a different kind of job than you had before. So hogging the stage, number 9. And number 10, what I call the success coma. The success coma. Here's what that is, because I've been in it several times in my career. You have a certain level of success, you get to a certain rank, and you go into this kind of a coma. And what do I mean by coma? You're still going to the meetings, you're going through the motions, but you're kind of like a zombie. You're not passionate anymore, you've lost the drive, you've lost the push, you're not really recruiting, you're telling people to recruit, you're not really building, you're telling people to build, but you're still there, you're still going through, you're still saying all the right things, you're just not leading anymore. You're coasting. You're really in a success coma, and you need to snap out of it. And once you snap out of it, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was in that success coma for that long. Wow, the time that I wasted. So, let me recap all 10. Number 1, overinflating your product or service. Number 2, lying about your income. Number 3, talking negatively about anything. Number 4, inconsistency. Number 5, spending more than you make. Number 6, stealing somebody else's distributor. Number 7, sleeping around in your company. Number 8, the public drunk or the addict or engaging in inappropriate behavior. Number 9, hogging the stage. And number 10, the success coma. So, after 25 plus years in this profession, I've seen all of these things. I've seen what they do to organizations. What I would tell you more than anything else, just look for these. See if any of them struck a nerve. If any of them struck a nerve for you, use that to be able to create a better game plan for the next year. Use that to say, okay, I'm going to get away from that bad habit and I'm going to engage in this new good habit. I'm going to replace that bad habit with a good habit. I'm going to change. I'm going to get better. I'm going to make this next year my best year of my life. I hope that's been valuable to you. And ladies and gentlemen, my wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.